Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of 1923 Main Street.
Home of the Disney Travel Podcast with the latest Disney travel news. We are your hosts.
I am Mike Braddock.
And I'm Amelia Braddock. And today we have news ranging from Easter at Disneyland to H2O Glow nights this summer.
Yes, more events continue to come back online. The latest one to be announced was H2O Glow nights, and they take place where?
It plays at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon water park in Disney World. And we've actually been to one of these in the past, and I think they're quite fun.
Yeah, so they've announced it. It is going to take place on Saturdays, and it starts on Memorial Day weekend. So here's what you need to know if you're interested in going, and we'll tell you about it in a minute based on our experience. But if you're staying at a hotel at Walt Disney World, including the Swan or Dolphin or Shades of Green, tickets are on sale right now. So if you want to ensure a spot, buy your tickets now, because on April 1st, it opens to the world. Anyone will be able to buy one as of April 1st. It is limited capacity, as all these ticketed events are.
Yes.
Now, it runs from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. every Saturday until August 27th. That's the last
Starts
one.
on May 28th. That's the first date, if anyone was wondering.
You said you liked H2O Glow nights.
I thought they were fun. I had a good time.
So, yeah, you come in, and basically it's Typhoon Lagoon at night, as you would guess. But they have a lot of lights. They have a beach party. They have some free snacks to give away. You get a little glowing bracelet.
Mine still lights up, actually. I wore it on Halloween.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You do the water slides at night. It's interesting because your mother was so-so on it.
I thought it was fun. The one thing that tipped it for me wasn't even the glow night. It was just a drink that I got that was like half melted by the time it was delivered to me.
Yeah, they actually, these do take place in Florida in the summer, so it's usually very hot. It could be rainy. On a Saturday night.
The rain's usually done by then, but you never know.
We will be there. We have chosen not to do it this year, only because
as of now.
We're flying out the Sunday morning, and I don't know, we don't want to be out till, it's an early flight, like we got to get up at 3 a.m, so we don't want to be out till 11 p.m. wet in the, I'm sort of I like it more than I dislike it. I would recommend people trying it. I think I would go again if it were on a midweek night. But not a Saturday night.
Yeah, if I were to make a pros and cons list, I feel like the pros would outweigh the cons.
Yeah, there's a DJ dance party on the beach, like I said. Lots of cool lighting and glow-themed menus. Of course, they have expensive desserts for you. That's what you were talking about. So I wasn't with you when you purchased it. I would have said to go back and give you one that's not melted. Because as anyone who's been to Disney World, or Disneyland for that matter, knows, these things aren't cheap. They're like $18 ice cream. And so you don't want it to be half melted when it's put in your hand. So, but other than that, there are some pretty cool snacks. It's a fun time. If you want to go to the water parks, it was not busy. Yeah, I would say. I mean, it's full.
Like it was less crowded than most other nighttime events.
Way less crowded. Like you can get on the water slides and, the wave pools. The wave pool's probably the busiest, but Misadventure Falls, yes. Things like that.
We did get on that with very minimal.
Yeah, a couple of times, right? You can go repeatedly, and if there is a wait, it's 10 minutes max, right? It's not like the usual daytime sunny wait. So
H2O Glow nights are really fun. But that being said, I'd prefer surfing than if I was doing something at Typhoon Lagoon. I'd rather surf than...
Oh, you mean do the morning surfing special event? Yeah. So...
they're fun.
Anyway, they're back this summer. It's always good to see things coming back. So if you're interested in doing it, I would say check it out. If you like the water park, you want to see it at night, it's fun.
If you're not a morning person, but you want free time at Typhoon, I would give it a shot.
Yeah, and you can enter as early as 6 p.m. So if you want to get in there a little bit early.
Yeah, without a water park pass.
Yeah, before it officially kicks off at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
All right. And on that note, as you mentioned, they haven't talked about anything I've seen yet about Easter at Disney World. I always love the eggs at the Grand Floridian, and there's Easter egg hunts there. But there is egg extravaganza at Disneyland Resort. And
Disney just loves these puns.
This one's a little bit different.
There's a special egg hunt throughout the Disneyland Resort, and this begins on March 31st, and it lasts all the way through April 17th.
Yeah, which I believe is after Easter officially.
Yes, I believe it ends right around there.
They're trying to make it more of a springtime, less Easter focused and more.
Easter's pretty late this year. It's around
it is pretty late. This one's a little bit different. You have to buy a game board and stickers for $10, $9.99.
Of course.
And then you basically...
Plus tax.
Plus tax. And you basically do a little scavenger hunt.
Kind of like one of those Epcot things.
You know what it reminds me of from the sounds of it, because we haven't done this one, searching for hidden Pascals in Corona and the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And there's 3 places you can do it. So there's 3 separate ones. There's one in Disneyland Park, one in California Adventure Park, and one in Downtown Disney. So you can buy your book for that, then you find the things, put the stickers in as you find them, and then you bring your book back and they give you a little prize, which is, we're going to post a picture, one of these little decorated Disney eggs, which I'm assuming they're plastic.
Yeah.
And I don't think
they give you a real egg.
It basically says you can just bring the book back and get an egg. You're basically paying $10 for an egg, right? That's what it comes to.
No, and fun.
Yeah, but you don't even have to do it. You can take the book in and get the egg. But have some fun.
Yeah.
And you can take those to Plaza Point at Disneyland Park, Elias & Co., one of my favorite shops in Disney California Adventure Park, and Disney Pin Traders, and World of Disney and Downtown Disney.
It kind of reminds me of those things that you can buy at like the Flower and Garden Festival, where you have to go around to the different booths and then
it's a classic Disney scavenger hunt with a little book and stickers. They love their books with stickers.
That's very true.
Just like
Wilderness Explorers,
which we will get to momentarily. But before that, guess what? There's more shopping coming to Epcot.
Of course, they're just expanding Epcot. My goodness.
Shopping shocker. This one is called Treasures of Xandar.
Yes, I don't know specifically what this is based off of. I'm assuming Guardians.
Yes, so it's interesting.
Maybe I need to rewatch the movie.
Yeah, they're calling the area the Wonders of Xandar Pavilion, where of course the main attraction is Cosmic Rewind.
Do you get Xandarian food?
Let's see. Well, it's a merchandise shop. It's operated by the broker, a proud Xandarian who's bringing his locally famous shop to Epcot. So there'll be interesting treasures. Basically, it sounds like one of those ride-oriented shops that Disney loves to do, as you mentioned in the past episodes.
Well, it's doing a good job of making me want to rewatch Guardians, so.
Yeah, I don't think it mentions anything about food, so I don't think it's going to be Ronto Roasters.
Then they can't really call it a pavilion. Because at Epcot, that's kind of misleading.
Yeah, maybe there will be something more coming as an announcement.
They're just not telling us. That would also be very Disney-like.
There's also speculation this is opening as early as May. They've said summer, but we'll see. It's a pretty good bet it'll be open. Right now, our next scheduled trip is August, so I'm pretty sure it'll be open then.
Yeah, but are they just one day going to be like, oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to tell you, it's open today. You can book.
No,
it's just going to show up on the app.
They will do cast member tests and trials and all that sorts of thing.
Like, what if you just didn't know, and then one day it shows up on the app for everyone? And
it shows up on the online maps first, and if it's there now, then there's a good chance it'll be only a couple of months, 60 days out. And
then the one day it shows up, and everyone's like, I got to refresh at 7 a.m.
And we're all assuming it will be individual Lightning Lane paid and then virtual queue as well when they first launch it. But we'll see. But in the meantime, while you're waiting, guess what? You'll be able to shop. So that's the new shopping.
Yes.
And Earth Day is coming up in Earth Week. So Animal Kingdom Park, of course, and rightly so, is getting into the mix.
Of course, from April 18th to 24th, you can connect with the magic of nature and enjoy some family-friendly experiences and, as they put it, special offerings at Animal Kingdom Park.
Sounds like maybe not everything paid. I do love Disney Conservation. They do a great job, especially Disney Vero Beach Resort with the turtles as well, not only taking care of the animals. So what types of things can we do? Well, you can try your hand at drawing, as Disney artists at the Animation Experience Guide will help you step by step to bring your favorite Disney characters to life using real animals for inspiration. And each animal represents some of the amazing stories that conservation work Disney is doing around the world.
Yes,
and I have a pretty good bet they'll share those stories with you as you're drawing.
I would hope so. And my personal favorite, there is a limited time Wilderness Explorer activity that rewards guests with an Earth Day nature badge.
Yes,
I
and
want
you
this.
Won't have it. I knew this would bug you.
You're not going to let me do Wilderness Explorers
Amelia
anymore.
is a Wilderness Explorers fanatic, and she will miss out on this badge because we will not be there for this Earth Week timed event.
Are you sure?
Yes,
sure, you don't want to book a trip
sure.
around here?
Not for this. Even if we do a spring trip, it will not be at this time.
Once we do it, and then I wouldn't get the badge.
Yeah, sorry we're out of badges. But wait, there's more. They are also...
On Discovery Island, you can watch a special Disney character cruise on Discovery River. And throughout the park, they'll have photo pass featuring new frames with Wally and Eve, and also a limited edition Earth Day 2022 trading pin is available among more merchandise, of course, and food.
Yes, those will not be free.
No,
Wilderness Explorers things are, but
one day they're going to make that paid.
this will not.
One day they're going to charge you $9.99 for one of those books.
So, yeah, that'd be a fun time to be at Animal Kingdom during Earth Week. I think it makes a lot of sense. I do like to support Disney Conservation, even just buying those little buttons they sell. So I'll have to watch for those.
Yes.
And there are more bookable experiences across the country.
Exactly. If you're more into California around that same time, there are new limited time offerings, which brings Taste of the California Adventure Food and Wine Festival to the Disneyland hotels with seminars, tastings, and more. What does more mean?
I don't know. They always throw that in. And more. Well, the first one.
What else?
The first one is running, but the last event of this one is on April 19th, and this is the Education and Tasting Seminar.
Yes.
And this one you learn from industry experts during an educational tasting seminar at the Grand Californian Craftsman Bar. Love that restaurant. We had great pizza there too.
Are they like teaching you how to make the food you can rip Disney off and sell them for cheaper?
Well, it's an educational tasting seminar, so maybe it's like Hell's Kitchen when you have to guess what the ingredients are.
No.
I don't know.
I would not be good at that.
Or maybe they'll have you tasting different things. Not a lot of detail, but sounds cool. And the next one is if you don't want to eat so much, but you're more of the liquid pleasure.
Yes, this one runs from April 6th, and it is a winemaker reception where you can enjoy an exclusive winemaker reception at the Rose Court Garden at the Disneyland Hotel, and there are also tastings of acclaimed wines from Silver Oak and
Toomey, spelled Twomey.
Yeah.
It's like Twomey.
Who
but it's Toomey.
made this word?
It's one of those clever names that stumps you when you're reading it.
Clever to who? The person that created it?
Yes, exactly. Some agency that they paid a lot of money to name it Toomey.
Wow.
Well, I'm sure there's a story behind it. I shouldn't knock it. Haven't tried that myself.
That's true.
So,
I'm 13. So
could be great. And then finally, if you are traveling, of course, the refurbishments always get in the way. We were a little bit, not always, but sometimes, we were a little bit lucky. We just came back from Bay Lake Tower. They were refurbing around the pool deck, but actually they'd done most of the noisy stuff before we were there. I was reading about it online. It wasn't too bad at all for us. There are two main ones to note.
So first is at Saratoga Springs, and I know what you're thinking. Didn't they just update the rooms? Now they are updating the High Rock Springs pool and the On the Rocks poolside bar.
Which our bar in Disney Resort North is named after.
Yeah, now we need some refurbishments.
Well, ours is newer than theirs.
Yes, and they will be unavailable from January through late March 2023. So if you are booking March break at Saratoga next year, just keep that in mind.
Just to be clear, this is next year. They're giving a lot of notice, which is actually nice.
That's good if you're booking March break, especially if you have points there. It's the 12 months, so that's nice.
Sounds like the whole pool area is going to undergo refurbishment. So, that is the main pool.
Yeah,
there's 5 pools.
Yeah, if you're staying in an off building, or if you want to do the TGSSTHC.
Yes, you might be out of luck at that time.
Just so you know.
And that is the Great Saratoga Springs Pool Hop Challenge.
Yes, I don't know why I say the
that we
TG,
created.
even though the is the first word of the algorithm.
And then the final one, I thought it was going to affect us when I heard it, but it's not.
The lobby at Disney's Vero Beach Resort will undergo a refurbishment, and this will last from mid-April to late May 2022.
So next month.
Yes.
Or this month, depending on when you're listening to this.
Yes. However, the lobby will remain operational, and cast members will be present to help direct guests to a different check-in.
Yeah, I like the lobby, so I'm curious. We're heading there in August, so I'm curious to see what they've done differently. They did redo, you might not remember, but the turtle mosaic on the floor.
I remember that.
Remember they were working on that, repainting it. So
now, when they say are they going to do what they did to the Polynesian lobby, which is not change it at all?
I don't know. It's pretty quick, right? April to May, so it's a 2-month thing. So I don't think we're going to notice it.
So they're going to do what they did to the Polynesian, which was nothing.
It's got to be more than just painting, though, or they wouldn't be shutting it down. So
that's true.
We'll see what it is, but just bear that in mind. It is before the summer season hits, so it's nice of them to do that. As long as they
don't mess with my steps. And any lobby that has steps gets bonus points.
Yes, they're not quite as grand as the grand steps at Vero Beach, but they are handy steps, and we like to stay right at the top of those steps. Quite convenient.
Exactly.
All right, that is the news for this week. Thank you for joining us here at 1923 Main Street. As always, love having you come by. Follow along online at 1923 Main Street on pretty much every social media channel. And we'll see you again next week. Have a magical day.
Bye-bye.